Big win this week, guys. Big win. Actually, no, it's not. I can't even pretend that it's a big win. But, it is a win, so I'm happy for that. As I said before, forget the draft. I wanted to win this game. This is a rivalry. If we have a rival right now, it's these guys, so happy to come out of the Edward Jones Dome with the win, 23-20, and 3-11. About as good as it can be for a 3-11 season, I guess, right? You're coming off a win against a division rival on the road. You complete the sweep, and well, we've beaten we've won all 3 of our games against divisional rivals this year. That's kind of nice, I guess. And we have a chance to make it 4 in week 17, but we'll get to that later. This game, it was very, very frustrating, even though we won. Very frustrating to watch, because for about 50 minutes of that game, well, excuse me, about 20 minutes of the game, the Rams' pass rush was, my God, I mean, they were blitzing like crazy. They were playing like a team with nothing to lose, and they don't have anything to lose, so, you know, they were just sending crazy blitzes at us. Obviously, Jason Kraft had a big game. Just in general, they were sending these blitz after blitz at us. They only had like 3 sacks, but they got a lot of pressure all game, and it was like we couldn't adjust, or we weren't adjusting. It was just painful to watch after a while, because Wallace was getting smacked every time he dropped back to pass. And it felt like at times the Rams had 20 guys on defense. That's what it felt like at times, because they were getting such a killer pass rush. I was like, come on, guys. I know we got our backup offensive line in there, but come on. Now, that being said, we did get good pass protection when we really needed it. And Wallace had a good day. He, he had the one turnover when, he fumbled it, and I can't really put that on him. He was efficient passing. He used Deion Branch and John Carlson very well. Those are the 2 guys that we really should be trying to feature. Deion Branch and John Carlson both had 5 catches for 76 yards. So he made the most of his situation. Running game, very inconsistent. At times it was just dead. At other times we were breaking off these long runs. At the end of the day, final product, you're not thrilled with it, but you will. It's solid, and you will take it. Morris had a nice game. Duckett got that goal line touchdown to tie the game. Olindo Mare hit a 50-yarder, and I wasn't sure that he had that in him. I wasn't sure if his leg had it in him, but he did hit it, and it ended up being very significant. So thank you for that. Defense. Again, it was kind of frustrating at points. There were times where we let the Rams convert 3rd downs. Steven Jackson actually had a very good game. The first time we played the Rams, Steven Jackson was just dancing in the backfield and really wasn't getting anything done, but he played very well today. He got the ball 28 times and produced very nicely. Really, though, it's kind of hard for me to complain too much, because we did prevent them. We forced a couple turnovers. We forced 2 fumbles, one of which prevented a touchdown, the other one of which directly created a touchdown, because that fumble was returned into the end zone, so directly. And those turnovers ended up being the difference in the game. If we don't get those turnovers, we don't win. It's that simple. There were times where I felt like we couldn't stop them. A couple nice passes to Torrey Holt and Donnie Avery. Obviously some nice plays by Steven Jackson, but even though it was frustrating to watch, it's hard for me to complain. Let's see, other than that, I was a little frustrated because we weren't able to get pressure. We were able to at some points in the game, but on the whole, we just were not generating very much quarterback pressure. But even though the game was not very fun to watch, even though I didn't feel like, man, we really kicked their ass, or I felt like, man, we did that thing really well. I didn't feel that. We had a special team turnover, offensive line couldn't protect, running game was inconsistent, the defense was hit and miss. So even though I don't feel really good about anything that we did win. And we did a lot of things reasonably well. And you know I love to see Olindo Mare hit a game winner while Josh Brown is on the other sideline. You know I love to see that. You know I need more of that. So, we win 3-11. We actually have 2 winnable games coming up. I'll get to that later. The Cardinals will probably be resting their starters because by week 17 they should be already locked in, and the Jets are really bad on the West Coast, but more on that later.